All right. So right now we're gonna be going over some edits with my buddy that I went live with earlier. Just give me a second for him to join. What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? I see you on the live, Alex. I see you on the live. What's up, bro? We live. We live on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So don't be shy. Don't be shy. So real quick to give y'all some background, I spent an hour on a call with him earlier and we didn't go live. And his ads got approved within like during the call. And then at the end of the call, he messaged me a few hours later telling me, "Hey man, I just got a lead from the ads that we put together today." And this is after him, having a hard time getting low cost leads or quality leads over a long time. And I'm not here to brag about him getting one lead, right? It's not unnatural for somebody to get a lead the same day that they got the ads on, but I'm just trying to share with you guys what my process is when we set up a campaign together and then you get leads. I want to show you guys what the next steps are. Give me 1 second, Chris. Somebody said, "Yo, I'm from Jamaica. How can I order your phones and get the invoice changed so I don't get charged by customs?" My brother, I can't help you commit international fraud, brother man. You're in the wrong place, my brother. This is not the place. And we live right now too. My brother didn't even have the sense to DM me. So my brother is on live asking how to just commit international fraud. But I mean he in Jamaica, so he's safe. Anyway, go ahead and share your screen so we can take a look at
All right.
what's going on with these leads, right?
All right. One sec.
Cool. Let me see what the comments looking like on Facebook.
There we go.
Love, 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 love,
All
love.
right. So right here is the two campaigns,
Yep.
the top two.
All right, let's take a look. Top two. All right, so you got two. Damn, bro. $25 a day. What happened to five? Yo, you got no
That
patience. No patience.
that was for Goshen. So I was just like, I already know the market pretty well. I'm gonna just throw
All right, let's go into the campaign. Go edit.
which one doesn't matter really.
Yeah, I want to see the Goshen one because the other one has no leads yet.
Yeah, I was just like, I trust Feldon and his ad copy. I'm gonna throw
So
25.
just to explain what's happening, right? Why did the Goshen one get leads before the Indianapolis one? Because when you have a smaller budget, Facebook is going to take its time to show the ad to people. So it might take longer, but the expectation is that the one that you're running at $5 should give you cheaper leads.
Mhm.
It should. Just from a clear statistical perspective.
Yeah.
But because you're showing the ads in a smaller area, that might have an impact too. It's a lot easier to spend 25 in Indie because Indie has almost 2 million, whereas Goshen, I think, only has like 36,000. So an ad budget of like $25 a day. I mean, well, I think you get what I'm trying to say, but you did 25 there. So what's gonna happen is the audience, what my expectation is because you started off so high, is that the audience will get fatigued relatively quickly and the ad is going to burn out
Yeah.
because Goshen has such a small population. I want people to understand that each area has kind of its limits, right? Like if I'm in a town that has 30,000 population and I'm running $1,000 a day, people are going to see that ad 3 times before the day ends. So what do you think is going to happen to my cost per message? It's going to go up because I'm showing the ad to Chris or Feldon or whoever's watching 5 times a day. That makes sense? Yeah. So that's that. But anyway, yeah, let's take a look at it. Scroll over to the right so we can see what the cost is per message. So we got two messaging conversations at $2. Again, it's day one, but when was the last time you saw messages coming in that cheap?
It's been a while. Usually, I start at like 250 to $3 right off the bat, pretty much.
On day one?
Yeah.
So I think that probably by in a few days you're probably gonna. And what's the highest that you're normally at per message?
Usually I let it go to like 3 or 4 before I'm just like, all right, this is kind of, pointless.
Wait. So $3 or $4 a message is pointless to you?
I mean, the way I look at it, when I could get lower cost ones, yeah, like I know that's probably not the best idea, but
So you're
like,
killing your campaigns when they're at $4 a message.
yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna stop you right there, guys, because this is the problem that a lot of you guys have. And I did a whole live video about this yesterday, Chris.
I
I
seen
encourage you
it.
to go watch that
Yeah, I
video.
seen it.
You guys are making emotional based decisions, right? So I'm not even gonna pull out the calculator. Let's just do some critical thinking real quick, like on the fly. How many messages do you need to get a phone in your hand?
Probably 1 out of 20.
1 out of 20. So 20, you need to get 20 messages. So at $4 a day, 20 messages is going to cost you $80. Now, out of that 80, how much are you getting from as profit?
See, that's the thing that concerns me because my average profit is 75 per phone, but
Okay.
that's not including the out of those 20, I'll initially close one and then I'll usually get like a follow-up one out of, you know what I mean? Like I'll get another one out of that uh
Okay.
between follow-up and everything as well.
So this is why I love conversations like this because it really helps put things into perspective for people, right? So like when you have an agency run your ads, they don't typically go over stuff like this. And again, there are a lot that do, but the point is most don't. Like I was talking to somebody yesterday that has a very, very professional agency running their ads. And he wants them to increase his ad spend. And they're like, oh, the ads need to optimize. The ads been optimizing since May. Like what are we waiting for at this point? It doesn't take 7 months to optimize an ad before you can scale it. That's not how marketing works. And that just tells me that this is an agency that knows how to run ads, but they don't know how to look at data and make logical based decisions. So I'll get to the point. Now, based on what you told me, your problem isn't with you shutting off your ads too early. Your problem is your close ratio. Do you know what the industry standard is for this business?
10%.
Exactly. And what are you at?
5%.
Exactly. So you could double your income simply by getting your negotiation up to industry standard. And there are people who have 20% close ratios, 30% close ratios, right? And where that leads into my next question. How often are you upselling your customers?
Every time.
You're upselling them every time. All right. Let's pretend I'm a customer. Upsell me.
Um, so we also buy iPhone or the the pressures get to no, it's
Don't worry
kidding.
about the pressure. Don't worry about the pressure.
Um, so we also buy Samsungs, iPads, laptops, MacBooks, Apple Watches. Do you have any of those?
And what do they usually say?
Usually they say yeah. And then I ask them like before they leave just to bring them because
And
they're
do
more
they?
competitive. Yeah.
So how is it that you're only averaging $75 in profit per deal if you're
Well,
ups
I say like 75 per item, not
okay, 75 per item. So but
yeah.
most of your meetups you're doing upsells and you're getting multiple items.
Yeah. At
Okay,
least
so
like
so
two
on
two to three
average, how
items.
many devices would you say you're acquiring per customer?
Probably two.
Okay, so you're getting two per customer with an average of 75 per device. If it takes you $80, well, based on your close ratio, right? You're at $4 a message and you need 20 leads. It takes you $80 to acquire a customer. So the first item you're breaking even on, it pays for your ads, and the second item is where you're making money. If you were to simply improve your close ratio, you'd be making $160 for every 80 that you spent.
Yeah.
And so, wait, no, not even. My math is wrong. Um, my math is wrong. You'd be making $300 for every 80 that you spent, which would make your return on ad spend 3.75, which is ideal, right? Because that's almost quadrupling your ad spend. This is how you need to think. You need to think from a mathematical perspective, not an emotional one, not even a logical one, because logic can be flawed. If you just use math, just math alone, your decision making process will be so much easier. So you don't, I mean, yeah. So like if this ad gets to $4 a message, what are you gonna do? You're gonna cut it off?
No.
Right. So you leave it running. And what I would suggest is even out of the stuff that you said, I would let the customer know just right off the bat. We buy all types of consumer electronics. I would have a scripted message, right? I would list everything that you buy. Do you have a scripted message or are you typing this out every time?
I type it out every
Don't do
time.
that because you're going to forget what you buy. I would list everything you buy: drones, cameras, laptops, desktops, uh, handheld gaming systems. Like, just overwhelm them. Send them a list of like 20 things. Try it out. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying do it in one message, like break it up or like, book the appointment first and then let them know and just let them know like, hey, you could bring this to the meetup too and I could give you a quote. Bring whatever you think is the most valuable first and you could bring other stuff too. And then now your average order value is increasing because instead of buying two items, you're buying three. Remember the conversation we had earlier about golf?
Yeah.
It is a lot easier. So fixing your negotiation is gonna be a lot harder than just getting more items from each person. So
Hmm.
if you can figure out how to get more items from each person, you're already closing these leads. If you do nothing else, if you continue to be at a 5% close ratio, right? Let's say for the next 12 months you just stuck at 5%. You can't figure out why. If you can just stop trying to hit the ball straight and just turn your body and hit it from a different angle, now you're getting more items from each person and you're compensating for your where you're lacking in negotiation, right? You already closed the lead. Now you just need to get more from them. That makes sense?
Yeah.
And this goes for repair shop owners too. If you guys are running repair ads and you guys are having a hard time running ads profitably, it's because you're not upselling your customers. Install screen protectors from them after they buy, and install screen protectors for them after they sell them the screen protector, and then do the installation for free. Because the reality is, guys, nobody likes putting a screen protector on their phone. It's massively annoying. You break the screen protector that you paid $20 for, And it's like, oh my God, your customers have you like your customers don't want to do that. Put the screen protector on for them after the repair and then put a case on. You could give them a not so fancy case, right? But this is customer retention. This is how you make more from each customers. I promise you give a customer that experience, they're going to tell everybody about you. They're going to tell everybody about you. So let's look at the ad. All right, so this is the same old stuff. And the crazy thing is you're actually at $1. You're at $1 per message with
Yeah.
that ad. Scroll up. So that one has the most reach. Scroll down. So the one with the least reach are the videos. Scroll up again. So the second ad with the most reach. And this is how marketing can be a little flawed, right? Because and I could be maybe not 100% spot on about this, but like let's say somebody sees your video ad, but they don't click it, and then they see your messenger ad and they click it, right? Facebook may not, with 100% accuracy, attribute the conversation to that ad, even though that's where it came from. It's supposed to, but it's flawed. It's a flawed system. So don't think that you need to shut off an ad just because Facebook is telling you that it's not getting you results. Like that's not always the case. At the end of the day, that's why I tell people you have to look at the numbers. If you turn your ads on today and Facebook is saying that you're not getting any messages, but you bought 5 phones and yesterday you bought zero. Is it safe to say that the ads are the reason that you were able to get 5 phones? You know what I mean? Like if you did nothing else besides turn on the ads, you didn't reach out. Like, yeah, we know the ads are getting us calls or meetups. Let me see if anybody has any questions. You got any questions for me?
So, I mean, I think the big thing that I struggle with is negotiating because I feel like once they say no to my initial offer, it's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I follow up, but there's not like a real like closing anybody that really says no other than by peer just follow up. It's not actual real negotiation. It's just, hey, do you want to sell it yet? 2 days later or whatever. Hey, do you want to sell it? I think that's, I don't know. I feel like my negotiating could use improvement, but
I mean, have you read any books on it?
yeah,
Never Split the Difference?
yeah.
I read that book like 20 times. But I mean, I've because I worked at the bank, I've also hired like sales coaches. I was personally mentored by Mr. Inside Sales, and he helped me become one of the top bankers when I was working for a Fortune 500 bank. I was the top in my entire region, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. I was number one for the role that I was in. I was a personal banker, and I won awards for my sales and negotiation skills. Um, but the reason that I say all that to say this, negotiation, the key to negotiating, rather you're in repairs or you're a flipper, the key to negotiation is to listen to people because people are going to tell you what they want. Like I have someone that I've been in communication with for probably 2 weeks and they've been trying to sell their phone. And I just took a consultative kind of approach. I kept giving them an offer and they're like, I'm good. We met up and I had to requote them and they wanted another offer. But this person doesn't, and here's the thing about me. I'm very, very unwavering. Like I'm not gonna meet up with somebody where I don't want to meet them at and it's not going to be on their terms, but that's just me. Like I'm like that. I only meet up at police stations and I only meet up at the ones that I want to go to. If you don't want to meet me at the station that I want to go to, then I'm not going to meet you. I don't recommend you run your business like that. It's going to cost you a lot of deals. It costs me deals. I don't care. Right? That's how I personally want to operate. So when you're negotiating, you have to first and foremost, you have to know what you want. And then you have to think about how much am I willing to give up in order to get it? So like in in your case, right? Like we talked earlier, you had a deal in Indianapolis. Like how hard are you willing to go to earn that money? You understand? The lead didn't really cost you anything. You focused on dollars per hour when right now I think your primary focus should just be on being consistent. Because if you don't go there, what are you going to do?
Sit at home and do nothing.
Exactly. So that's the way that I always try to get people to think. So it's like rather it's repairs or reselling. If you don't have anything going on, you're not losing anything by going out to get that deal. You're not losing anything. So just go do the deal. And for your negotiation, that's something that we could work on, you know. Um, there's definitely people a lot better equipped to help you than me because they flip every day. I'm not super active in flipping anymore. So you might want to reach out to them, but you know, I'm happy to assist where I can. And you can send me some screenshots and I'll take a look at them. But yeah, the negotiation definitely needs work if you're at 5%. Like there's a lot of things that you can do to get above 5%. The easiest way to do it is to just follow the script that Chris and Aaron used. Like that's the easiest thing that you could do. I feel like a lot of times I have a conversation with phone flippers and they'll be like they've taken Chris's class and they're like, "Oh, I'm doing this and that." I'm like, "Yo, are you even using the script?" Like, or not even Chris, like just anybody's class. They'll take a class and they don't use the script. Like, use the script, bro. Like,
Yeah, I
if
need to
you
rewatch their
like exactly, just like you already in the training. He got a whole free class. Watch the free training and just implement. Join his school group. Watch his free training, and you have everything you need. That's what I would suggest you do. Let the ego go away. Watch the free training that he has on negotiation because I'm sure he has training. And I know Aaron
Yeah, he
is a
does.
like Aaron is one of the best negotiators hands down in this industry. Like and he's consistent. He's been over the years, he's been consistently telling people to say the same thing. But the problem is a lot of people they want to reinvent the wheel. He's telling people you need to, you know, like there is a certain like let's say you don't even follow the script. There's a certain psychological pattern that you have to take people down. Again, rather you're in reselling or repairs, there's a certain way you have to go in order to close a deal. And it's really that simple. But yeah, I think that's what you need to do to fix the negotiation. You just got to watch the training again, man. What else is on your mind?
That's pretty much it. So you wouldn't, so I was just kind of like in awe when you're like, if you, even if it's like $12 an hour, you're like, oh, go get it. But I
Why
mean, I
not?
guess,
Because you're not doing nothing else.
yeah, and I guess part of me always fears that like I'm gonna miss out on another deal,
How much were you making at Wally World?
14 an hour,
How far was it? Did you have to drive?
like 15 minutes,
How many hours a day did you spend there?
8.
So you're willing to give up 8 hours of your life for a guaranteed 14 an hour, but you're not willing to drive to make 12.50 an hour in your own business. Your business, yours, on your terms.
True.
One of the number one things that I always tell people when they start training with me in repairs is your number one goal if you have a job is to bare minimum when you go out to do a repair on an hourly basis, make at least what you make on your job. And if you can't make that, that's fine. You should still do the repair because the experience is more important than the money. The experience is more important than the money, and this is your business. You pay less taxes on your business income. Like there's so much more benefits when you earn money through your own business. The gas and the mileage on your car is a tax write-off. Whereas versus going to work, I don't even think it is. I could be wrong. I don't know too much about
Uh,
taxes, but
Unless if you're like I don't know what it's called, but it's like you're not self-employed, but you're
a
not.
contractor
Yeah,
like DoorDash, yeah. What else? What else you thinking about?
that's pretty much it.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna end the live. If anybody has any questions, you know what to do. Just shoot me a DM. Today we went over running ads and how to determine whether they're profitable or not, and the things that you can do to make the most from each ad, right? Sometimes a lot of people think they need to kill a campaign when in reality they just need to fix the way that they talk to people. And so that's what we went over today. Let me stop the recording and